Hey, everybody, we're GFBS. We're Grand Forks' best source. Not only is it National Hot Dog Day today, but it's a Dirty Thursday. Oh, man, I love Dirty Thursdays. Joining us on the show today, Brad Seng, AJ Diemel, and Lance Schill. Show today brought to you by Executive Properties. You've been putting off that remodel or something new around your house long enough, well, get a hold of Executive Properties. They'll get it done. And they do everything, too. Commercial, residential work, kitchen, bathrooms, doors, siding, concrete, cabinets, trim and tile. I think you get the picture. And you know what? Executive Properties will take the time to listen to what you want done. They'll do it right with over 30 years experience. Let Barry Romo and his crew take care of you. They're always offering senior and referral discounts. They'll work with any budget. They even do snow removal, too. For all your general contractor needs, call Executive Properties, 701-330-1273. Or check out the website, www.executiveproperties.org, and make sure you check out the reviews. They got a ton of them on Facebook and Google. You're going to love their work. I know these guys personally. They do a great job. Executive Properties, your one-stop company that can do it all. And before we get into the show, if you do want to call us up, again, our phone number, 701-213-0863. If you've got any questions for these guys, or maybe you want to text us again, 213-0863 with a 701 area code. Time now for our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here we go. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. What do Matt Kenseth fans use for birth control? What do Matt Kenseth fans use for birth control? Their personalities. I didn't offend you there, did I?
No, you're good.
How about you, AJ?
No, it's all good.
Okay, good. Big news, and first off, thanks for you guys for coming in. I know I've been talking to Lance and Brad. You got a hold of AJ, and we've got a guy that I believe this will be your first John Seitz Memorial.
In the late model, yep.
Yeah, and we've got the only two-time winners of the John Seitz, and they're kind of fighting to see who's going to be the third-time winner because I know Brad thinks it's going to be him, and I know AJ thinks the same thing, and I almost thought about asking you guys to arm wrestle, but you kind of nixed that.
No, are you kidding me? No, he'd rip my arm out of my shoulder.
He's kind of a big dude. Hard for you to get in and out of that race car?
Not really.
Because, I mean, I'm a big dude, and that's hard for me to try to get in and out, I suppose, when you've done it enough.
There's actually a lot more room than you think once you get in there. It's not bad.
It's just that little window opening. I have a hard time. My head, I got this big head, and it doesn't really want to fit in there. John Seitz Memorial, 14th annual. Whose idea was it, Brad, to have this race 14 years ago?
It kind of, I was kind of one of the originators about it. It's. If we could turn back time, I would only hope that we wouldn't have this memorial race. You know, John was such an great guy, and kind of who I followed getting into racing and whatever. But I can remember Super Bowl Sunday. I remember getting the phone call that John had passed away, and it was like, John who,
Yeah, and
him and Don Shaw and a few other guys wrote, and I believe it was. Idaho. I don't know. It was up west somewhere. Snowmobiling, and he just he had a heart. Basically, his heart redlined.
Yeah,
and pumped all the blood out. Never, pumped any back in, and that's how they found him. So yeah, it was 14 years. 14 years. I mean, it's crazy, but yeah. One of the originator, we let things settle down a little bit and reached out to the family. And this race used to pay, this weekend used to pay $5,000 to win, and we just added $9,200, on top of this. And that was his number. And reached out to the Seitz family, and they were more than gracious and ambassadors of racing, and it's a legacy.
And if you look at Speedway, the John Seitz flag flies there, which is really cool. I mean, I remember when they first put that flagpole up and raised that flag for the first time. Favorite memory with John? Where do you start, right?
It can't be repeated on air.
Those are the best kind.
Yeah.
We're going to go around the table here. AJ Diemel, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you hail from?
Grew up over by Green Bay, a little town called Navarino. which is about 3 hours west or east of where I live now. Live in Elk Mountain now with my wife and daughter. Work at MB Custom Race Cars and build cars for these two yahoos here and myself. And that's pretty much it. Try to race as much as we can in the summer and juggle that with building cars.
Do you have a home track that you race every week, or you just kind of go where you can?
Normally, Cedar Lake is kind of, I guess, what I'd call a home track today. River Cities Speedway in Menominee is right where the shop is there, so that's the closest one. But they kind of got shut down this year to all the COVID stuff happening this year. So we were kind of jumping around and kind of going where we actually could race.
Has it been hard to find places to race?
Early it was. There wasn't a whole lot going on. There was a few protest races or something they called it. But after that kind of got rolling and, some of it settled down some. It's been somewhat normal, but it's still obviously not where it used to be.
I know one thing that I've sort of paid attention to during this COVID, and AJ could probably attest to it. It's actually got purses up.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
yeah. There's been a lot of.
I don't know if you've raced for less than $2,000 all year.
And that's the other thing I was just going to say too. Is there's been a few promoters that have kind of stuck their neck out and done a lot of stuff here and put up a lot of money for us to race for, which is good and bad, I think, because it's now everybody kind of just wants to race for that money. So I don't know what the weekly stuff is going to happen. Like,
Sure.
If everything does go back to normal here, but again, that being said, it was. They've been doing a lot of good work, a lot of good promoting, and getting a lot of race cars.
How long have you been coming up to the sites?
I was just thinking that earlier. It's got to be getting close to 10 years. I know I missed the first few just from being 9 hours away versus 6 hours away. We did come when I still lived back east there. We did come 1 year for our first time. I can't remember when that was. I think it was 2009 was probably my first year, but we've been coming back ever since.
And you're a two-time winner. I'm imagining as long as this race is going to go on, you're going to be here.
Yeah, and it's as long as it keeps working out, and we've put it on our schedule since the first time we've been here, just with Brad's hospitality and the whole family aspect up here. Got to meet those people, and it's just a good event. It means a lot.
This is definitely my favorite weekend of the year at the racetrack here. I love it. It kind of grinds on you a little bit after 3 days, but tell you what, that third day, last year, I had no idea. Chris Steppen, the announcer, right before the 92-lap feature says, okay, you're calling the race. And I'd never done it before. I've never called anything over 40 laps. I almost had to have somebody handing me water bottle, beer cans or whatever during the race, but not too often you get a dirt track race where you actually get a fuel stop, which is cool. And we're going to keep going around the table here. Lance Schill, there we go. Everybody knows Lance, that Midwest Mod 17. You've been winning and winning and winning and winning. And now this year you kind of went and now you're driving a late model. How's that going for you?
Oh, we're having a blast.
I mean, I'm going to go back to the World of Outlaw feature. Didn't go your way that night, but I'm not kidding you. It was probably one of the best races I have ever seen. That night, the late model feature, the sprint car feature, you couldn't get a better back-to-back two races. I don't think I've ever seen one.
You know what? Think about this, John. Between the two finishes, was it less than a half a second?
It was 32 hundredths of a second, I believe, or 36 hundredths between you and Strand, and then
it was 33. And
33.
I don't know if it was a half a second between the two finishes.
Yeah, and so I mean, you're looking at and then
they definitely got their money's worth. The fans that night for sure out of those two features.
Oh, definitely. And then 2 weeks ago, here it's looking like it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, he wasn't getting that one.
I knew he wasn't going to get that one either, but
I wasn't going to let that happen again. We had to make sure we're elbows up and making sure we're taking care of what we need to take care of.
I was telling him earlier. Beginning of the year, I chased him around for whatever lap, and Lance got the job done. And you know what? I couldn't, so we'll put Dustin on him.
Yeah,
Dustin couldn't get him either. So.
Jump into the late model. What do you got? Do you have two feature wins this year in Grand Forks?
Yep, 2 feature wins. I think we ran, 10, 11 nights. So.
Okay. And probably the hardest place to win is in Grand Forks.
Well, the talent level is pretty high, and the expectations are pretty high, and the track is never the same, all right? So, I mean, it's it's the place we want to be. That's
Yep.
for sure.
How hard was it to go from driving the mod to the late model? Was it an easy transition for you or not?
It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, but we're very fortunate that we have AJ right here beside us, and a phone call away, and he was nice enough to come up and test with us right the first night when we had it out. And I mean, you can't ask for much more than that when you actually have support and stuff. And Brad, he pits next to us. He's a good friend of ours, and we're very fortunate. Information is key, right? So if you have a good car, the transition is a heck of a lot easier, So we've been really happy with that for sure.
Now, when you decided to go to the late model and you have to decide what kind of chassis, what kind of race car you're going to drive, did these two guys have a lot to do with who you decided and what you were going to drive?
Actually, it wasn't even a question after we've been in the same chassis. We've been in the same chassis now for 5-6 years with MB Customs. And then after seeing what Brad can do in a car and we know what AJ can do in the car and the customer support that we've had for the last 5 or 6 years, there wasn't even a question. We just knew we were just going to stay where we're at.
Great answer.
Yep.
Being a rookie this year in the John Seitz, how are you feeling going into this? I mean, this got to be your biggest race of your career in a late model.
Yeah, she's going to be stout. I mean, you're going to have 40 to 50 the best guys in the Midwest area, right? So I call this my home track. I feel like we're pretty damn good here. And
Yep.
I want to prove that, and I think we're ready for it. Elbows up, and let's have some fun.
Are you going to do double duty this weekend too?
Absolutely.
You are, huh? How long are you going to keep doing that for?
Well, we'll see. This car is spoken for. I guess we could say it's sold. The B-Mod that I'm driving right now.
Okay.
The guy wants it pretty bad, and well, we've already gotten another one on the jig getting built for Arizona race coming up here in January. So we'll just keep playing it out. If people want to keep buying what we got, we'll sell it to them.
It's not on the jig yet.
Doing what we got to do. AJ
not.
said it was, but now he says it's not.
Well, when's the Arizona race?
First week of January.
Oh, you got a little bit of time, AJ. A little bit of time.
Every car's on the jig when they call.
Or every car's almost done, right? One of the two. Going to take a little break here before we get into this. So we are going to give away a pair of tickets for tonight only. These are good for the John Seitz, the prelude to the Johnny tonight, or you can use these tickets for next Friday night. But if you want to give us a text, I tell you what, the first one to text me and say they want a pair of tickets, 701-213-0863. You've got them. After successfully and safely hosting 3 variations of their Fargo Food Truck Fest this summer, well, the state's biggest food event operator has decided to bring the flavor to Greater Grand Forks September 25th through the 27th. I can't wait. It's right here, the Grand Cities Mall parking lot, 14 food vendors, non-food vendors, a beer garden sponsored by Rumor Sports Bar and Casino, just like Oktoberfest. And they're going to do different food truck competitions every day. Sweet Tooth Taste Test on Friday. Saturday, the Macon Bacon Challenge. All you need to hear is bacon. And Sunday, the Best of Oktoberfest. That's where a lot of these food trucks will produce like a German-inspired beer-based entry for your foodie's delight. Masks, highly recommended, and disposable designer masks as well as hand sanitizer will be available. Bring your lawn chair. It's going to be a lot of fun. 3 days worth. Mark it down. September 25th, 26th, 27th. Grand Forks Food Truck Festival in the parking lot at the Grand Cities Mall. Can't wait. Okay, Tony Obregon, we picked you. Let me write this down. Tony Obregon. Tickets. Okay, Tony, all you got to do, wait till about a little before 6. Go to the will call window. Tony Obregon, we'll give him your name. Thanks, Tony. Jeremy watching. Tony, Lisa, Thomas, Kevin, Andy, Paul, Jeremy, Marty. Boy, we got a lot. Bailey Bierge. Hi, Bailey. Mike, Ben Solom Speed, or Sen Bolum Speed, Alvain William. A lot of people watching, a lot of Canadians watching like usual. And, it kind of sucks you can't come down here. But, man, it's going to be a great one. So let's go over the schedule. First off, the prelude to the Johnny tonight. Brad, who's all running tonight?
You know what? We should have, I would say, at least 40 late models. I would say we'd probably have 40 B-mods, and I would say we'd have about 30 street stocks.
Wow. It's going to be a great night. And that's just the prelude.
Well, that's just the prelude. And you know what? I've said it more times than not. Some of the best racing's Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. It is. It is. And then on Friday, we've got, that'd be John Seitz Memorial Night, number 1. And Friday, let's see, we got, the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing
Challenge. Yeah.
How does that work? Explain that.
Oh boy.
He doesn't
Here's what I know.
I ask him this every year, and it's always different. He doesn't.
Here's what I know is there's 11 drivers that competed in all of Buffalo Wild Wings races this year, and they're all going into one heat race.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hi, you're on GFBS. Hello?
Calling about your car extended warranty.
Oh, we lost him. You took my phone sign off the deal, too, so I don't know which one it is. But hello? Hello, are you there? No, they hung up. But anyway, love seeing Lance in a late model. You're doing spectacular and a great guy. This guy kind of reminds me of Donnie Schatz, being able to run well in one ride and hop in another car and runs like you've been there.
Huh.
All right?
Big shoes, Lance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good luck, bud.
Hey, how about that? Okay, getting back to...
Good luck with that one. Yeah.
So now on tomorrow night, we got the Blazing Challenge, NOSA Sprint Cars. You guys will start night number 1 of the official John Seitz race.
Yeah. So, you know what? Quite honestly, you know what? Saturday night, you know, is the 9,200 to win, right? Mm-hmm. However, Friday night, $92 heat race. Mm-hmm. $920 to win dash if you're lucky to get into it.
Yep.
And now we've added a $920 past champions race.
What does that mean?
That means any past champion at the John Seitz race is going to race. So you're going to be there for 10 more laps.
Oh, I like these little twists you guys keep throwing in there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Of course, Saturday, like you mentioned, big 92 laps, $9,200 to win. And we got A-mods, Midwest mods, streets. You going to run an A-mod too?
No. It was on the docket to do it, but we decided not to. We had Brian Kakla has one sitting at the shop, and he said we could run it, but we decided to stay, just kind of do our thing.
Yeah.
We're good.
AJ, what is on your schedule after the John Seitz? You've got much more racing left to do?
There's probably another month left. I guess we have. We'll go to Cedar Lake next weekend for Legendary 100, and then they actually took on another race the following weekend, which is our normal special in town at Menominee. So they're gonna kind of take over the reins of that for the weekend, and then we head up to Ashland the week after that. So that's already October, I guess. So
yeah, and Lance, how about you? After this weekend, what do you got left?
Honestly, we're probably looking at maybe one night of that Fergus deal. If the weather's good. If not, we'll probably just wait and maybe check out the Stampede, see how that goes.
All right. And Brad?
Yeah. You know what? Next week we'll look at Fergus Falls. You know, Stampede's been one of them, and we'll see. Ogilvy maybe at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. You know, one thing I like about this race, and it's basically because of you, Brad, the guys I get to meet, not only AJ, but like guys like Don Shaw, Pat Dorr. I always look forward to these guys coming up, and I'm assuming they're probably here by now.
Well, you know what? Superior has kind of their own special now, too. The IRA sprint cars kind of pulled out of the Northern Nationals, so they needed to fill it with something.
Okay.
And Steve Larson, who supported the John Seitz race in the past, his dad, Russ Larson, was a legend over in that area. So now they've
Steve
got...
was probably here every year before that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Pretty close.
yeah. So now they've got the Russ Larson Classic, which pays $5,190 to win, which I have no qualms with it. It's just more people are going to make, more late model guys are going to make money.
Sure.
I mean, it'd be selfish for us to say we want them all because all you're going to do is get a bunch of guys mad and not want to come back. So long story short, we're going to lose a few. Pat Dorr has a sponsor over there.
Okay.
This year he's going to go over there to appease them. I expect to see him back.
Yep.
Steve Larson, it's after his dad, Russ Larson, so he won't be here.
Well, absolutely.
Other than that, everyone else should be here. The Shaws, the Maters, the Massengills, the Provenzinos.
How about Radetzky?
Radetzky sold his cars.
Car,
Yeah.
Really?
He doesn't have anything. No.
Wow. Hey, let's talk about last year's race. Basically, a guy that didn't race a whole bunch last year. Is that right? Won the race? Or how did that work?
Yeah, the kid's just a wheelman.
Okay.
I mean, he has another one of AJ's cars. AJ can probably talk to you a little bit more than that, but the kid's just a wheelman. I mean,
Yeah, he bought a new car I think that spring and was over raced a little bit. And being up, obviously, from Canada, you don't necessarily lose touch with him, but you don't really see him race all the time. And I got to him there last year, and he was just gone. He was by far the best car. So he did an excellent job. And like Brad said, he just is a wheelman. So that's it's cool to have him in our stuff, for sure.
How hard is it to set up a car for a 92-lap dirt track race?
I don't really think you do anything different than any other race. It's just as far as approaching the race is, keeping tires underneath you and not doing anything stupid, realizing it's a 92-lap race.
Yeah, a long race. And what lap, maybe turn that down, what lap is the fuel stop usually on again?
isn't it 30, right around that 30 mark or whatever?
Yeah.
32, I think. I think it's a 60-lap race at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, now is it hard for you guys? You just got done hauling ass for 32 laps, and then you got to stop. And the stop is usually about 10 minutes or so, give or take. Is it hard to stop, and start again? Is it hard to keep that momentum going, or it's usually not that bad?
Well, for me, it's if I start towards the back, to try get as forward as I can without burning up your stuff, and if you're in the front, just kind of maintain where you're at, because the first 30 are your 30. I mean, it's kind of like it just stay out of trouble.
Yep,
right?
yep. Just like a stage.
You need to be there at the end, and that's. I don't want to disregard the race or whatever, but the first 30 are meaningless.
Have you ever gone longer than 92 laps?
I've raced 100-lapper at Cedar Lake, the USA Nationals. I think we've done a couple of them. But, yeah, it's a lot of times that first 30 you need a break. If the racetrack is fast like it normally starts out, you're up on it pretty hard, and it's nice to have a little bit of a kind of gather your thoughts a little bit to get through the rest of it. But I personally like the fuel stop. I think that it calms everybody's nerves a little bit once everything is done, and then I think the racing is better after that.
Yep, I agree.
Just because I think everybody's kind of realizing what they have to do now type thing. So,
Lance, what's the most laps you've ever ran in a race?
Most laps that I ran in a race, that depends. Is the yellow cautions and all that stuff?
No, I'm talking. Well, have you ever ran anything like 92 laps?
100 lappers.
Well, that B-mod, yeah. You ever ran a 92-lap race?
No, I'd say our biggest race would probably be 40 laps. Some of our mod specials or some of our B-mod specials, probably 40 laps. So we're looking forward to it. Oh, actually, take that back. We had the World Outlaw late models here this summer, right?
Yeah.
That was at 50 laps?
Yeah, normally.
Oh, that was, yeah.
So that was 50. So we hung in there with that. So.
Do you have a different mindset now coming into a race like this? We're throwing 42 more laps out there, 42 more than you've probably ever done. Does that get weigh on your mind at all or not?
No, basically watching Brad and AJ the last how many years and being pitted with them the last how many years, it's basically just tire control and basically keeping your head straight, right? Basically, what it comes down to, just take care of your equipment and make sure you're close to the front when you get to the last 10 laps, and just try to do what you can do.
Man, this is going to be great. I can't wait for tonight. Also, I did want to throw this out there. FKA, Forks Karting Association, they got a big weekend this weekend, too. Saturday is their state race. Sunday is kind of like an appreciation day. They'll start racing at 12 noon on both days, and I believe I'm going to be there for both days. And I think they're wrapping up their season. But kind of cool having that go-kart track running 2 days of racing during the John Seitz Memorial. And if you've never been to the go-kart track, FKA, they do a great job over there.
Well, I mean, you take a look at a lot of the guys at River Cities Speedway. I mean, we can start with Mark Dottmeyer.
Yeah.
Brody Troftgruben.
That's where they started, yeah.
And I know I'm missing Blake Anderson.
A lot of the sprint car guys.
Yeah. Jade Hasty.
Hasty, yeah.
I mean, that's a great feeder class, and where it's located, I think even is better. They're in one. We're all in one area.
When you look at the history of River Cities Speedway and especially the late models, this year has been. Oh,
you heard his name.
Is he on?
He's mad at Lance.
Right.
Does he want to call our regular number? One thing about the late models this year, very competitive. I mean, it got such a great group of guys. And you know, I mean, I'm going to throw out Tommy Corcoran's name out there for one thing. Having a great season.
Absolutely.
Been racing forever. I mean, he's been racing almost as long as I've been alive.
Yeah.
And I'm not young. But tonight or this week, Saturday night, that's going to be one of those nights you just really never know what's going to happen after 92 laps.
Tell you what, I got out of the car about 3-4 weeks ago. I think we ran third or fourth that night. And just for your talking about Tommy Corcoran, right? Mm-hmm. And the guys were like, well, not a bad run. I said, well, I can't be too disappointed. I said, we just got beat by 92 years of experience with Tommy Corcoran and Brad Seng and Dustin Strand.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime you
Wasn't there a stat that he won in
every decade.
Every
for
decade.
This is 6 decades now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, his game has come up. I mean, let's be honest, that 525 crate's been really good for him.
Yeah.
And that MB Customs updated, that thing's been
Yeah,
really
he
good
went-
for him.
yeah,
he's
had that all
top
done this year, yeah.
Yeah, he's top 3 car every night. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and
He's
it's
there.
funny when you talk to Tom because every year it's like, wow, this might be my last year, or I'm going to try to win in 6 different decades, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Well, then you talk to him after he wins in that 6th decade, and he's got a smile on his face all the time, and all I got to do is say, "So you're going to keep going?" And he just kind of shakes his head and smiles, and you can pretty much tell by talking to a guy if it's still fun, if you're still doing well, why quit?
Exactly.
He's having a blast.
Yeah,
He still looks good. He's straight. He's smooth.
Yeah.
And he's right there every night.
So is it hard for you, AJ, especially coming all the way from, your road trip here? You just come with the wife and daughter, or do you bring some guys with to help you along, or is this basically kind of a solo thing for you?
No, we got a couple of good guys that have been with us the last few years here. Normally my dad comes with all this stuff. He's kind of sticking a little closer to home. But Jamie and Lyman have been with me now for sure for 2 years, Lyman, and Jamie's been with me longer than that. And it makes it a lot easier, I'll tell you, to have some guys that know their way around the car and not have to, not even have to really talk. They know what to do and how to do it. So that certainly makes things a lot easier on the drivers for sure.
Hey, if you want to give a shout out to the guys helping you on the car, sponsors, any of that stuff, now's the time to do it.
Myself, you put me on the spot like that.
A lot of guys got to look at their car because they can't remember.
No, I do. I feel like I don't thank Brad for the hospitality up here for this race, and that's a big part of it. Like I say, it's a lot of fun to come up here every year. And obviously, like you say, sponsor wise, Beltline Body Shop out of Hibbing has been with us for I don't even remember how long. It's been a long time. Became good family friends and just a super group of people that have helped us for like I say, a long time, and it really means a lot. Dale White with White City Glass, him and his wife Tammy have jumped on here. I run their modified quite a bit through the summer, and that's become a good relationship. We have a lot of fun together on the weekends. Southwest Chevrolet used to get cars from us here too not too long ago. Lance helps out. We kind of go back and forth with the car deal, and it's kind of a mutual thing there, which like I say, we've had a lot of fun with that stuff too.
And it's not really funny, but it's kind of odd because when you see sponsors on a race car, especially a lot of these cars have had same sponsorship for years, and it's not just the name on the car. They turn out to be your friends.
Yep.
How about you? Thank some of your guys.
Well, basically what it comes down to is, we've had good help at the track and the pits with Kyle Crum and Tasha Linderman. They've been with me for 5-6 years. Sponsor-wise, we got D&B Motors, Danny Roy out of Langdon, North Dakota. He's on
Hall of Famer.
Tommy Corcoran's car, too. Yeah, Hall of Fame inductee this year, which is a big deal. Carlin Petrick out of Rugby, North Dakota. He owns Total Ag Solutions. He's our Sioux Cup dealer, so he sells Sioux Cup bands. We build them. He sells all the hopper bottoms and AGI West Steel out of Winnipeg. Concept Industries, they support the track, too. They're out of Morden, Winkler up in Manitoba. Dan's Truck and Car Wash up in Langdon, good there again, same good thing, a good friend that's been on the car since we started, 10 years ago, and just good local people that we're proud to be a part of.
Now, when you come up here, you bring 2 cars or come down here.
Yep.
Do you have different guys for different cars? Is it just you and a couple of guys? It's just you because I'll see you feet hanging out underneath one car 1 minute and then hanging out underneath another car another minute. Do you need to bring separate guys, or your guys, are they know enough, if you have any, that can work on it doesn't matter what?
I'm very fortunate. So there's Kyle and there's Tasha, right? Their boyfriend and girlfriend. They've been with me for 5-6 years. Tasha does her tire pressure, she does her fuel, and she does all the cleaning and all that stuff on the cars when they need it. She does it on both cars. Kyle's my tire guy, my prep guy, any adjustments and stuff like that. So he's got his job. So it works out perfect. They just, when one's done, we jump to the next one. The next one's ready, go on to the next one. They have their jobs. You don't have to say anything. It's just done.
And you don't have to worry.
No, it's the way it should be.
It's not like you're 36 laps into a race and all of a sudden you run out of gas and go, no. Tasha, did you forget something?
No, we're very fortunate. I mean, it's a lot of work. That's why we're thinking, next year it might not be 2 cars every night, or whatever, and just try to focus on the late model maybe a little bit more. But Brad thinks we still need to have both cars, but we're still having that conversation. We'll see.
Brad's got the grin on his face. Yep. Brad, tell us about your help, your sponsorship, the guys that work on your car.
Well, I mean, I've had Greg and Tanner for years now, and I've said it day in and day out. It's tough. It's tough to find people that want to go watch you have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It takes a special person.
It does. I mean, and you can only you can't get mad at them because you could do it yourself.
Yep.
So. Like I said, same thing that Lance and AJ have reiterated is you don't even got to talk. I mean, you can just look, and they look back, and they know. It's just there doesn't have to be a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, and a good way to put this, folks, if you want to go to the pits, if you're ever in the pits after the races, now you watch guys like you're signing the kids' posters and the cards and the race cards, and you're talking with the fans and. You guys are already working on the cars.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got guys, they're getting to it.
Yeah, they already got the car in the air. The tire are in the air. The tires are off it. The fenders are off it. And they're starting to prep it for tomorrow morning.
Yep. And I do remember the time this year when not only were your tires off it and fenders off it, but I think you had side panels off it. Everything else too.
That was a trip back to AJ.
It happens.
What about last year when you were driving? Wasn't it last year you drove my car?
Yeah.
And the tires and roof and
everything were off. Yeah. So last year I borrowed his because I got I wrecked one in Alexandria, so I went from Alex, got his car at the headquarters, brought that back, and I come walking over the top of the hill, and AJ's looking at me like, really? It's like.
So when you talk about having to send your cars back to the factory, put them on a jig, get work done to them or whatever. How much work is involved with that? Where do you have to go? You got to load them up yourself, haul it all down. How does that work?
That fortunate enough, we have a trucking company, so
that helps.
Yeah, I if I wreck on Friday, I can have it on their doorstep Monday morning, and then AJ takes it over from there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We have a lot of we have a lot of good guys at the shop that. Again, same thing like we talked about. You really don't have to say a whole lot on situations like this. And Lance has unfortunately been part of it too, where we just need to get it done and needs to get back to them so they can continue racing. And that's a service we provide. And I think that,
it's a selling point.
As a customer, they appreciate that.
Sure.
They can continue their season. And
you guys have enough help, right? I mean, you guys have a huge shop, warehouse, parts. I mean, in 12 to 15 guys on staff, whatever. I mean, it's about as close as you can see as a NASCAR shop if you've ever been at MB Customs. It's impressive.
So do you stay as busy all year long, or winter's a little bit heavier for you?
It goes up and down, but the more cars we get out there, obviously the busier we stay with fixed jobs, etc. But like I say, Jimmy and Chris have put together a pretty good arsenal as far as people and equipment to go through and get all that stuff done. So it makes it pretty easy on our side.
And you can always tell how good your cars are by just looking at Victory Lane pictures all across the Midwest, the United States, everywhere.
Yeah, and my wife does the social media stuff, so I get to see it a little bit sooner than everybody else does, and it's amazing to me as far as the quantity of cars we have and the amount of people that actually win through the summer is pretty cool.
If you guys, and I'm going to ask all three of this, if you guys were to rank your biggest win since you've been doing this, where would you start? What would you say?
Well, it'd be the John Seitz for me.
Yep.
I mean, hands down. The first one rubbered up. So to me, it was kind of questionable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't really a race. The second one, I managed to slip by AJ and hold on from there, and that just kind of that solidified that
We had to do that.
that we belonged.
Well, since you're going to go second, AJ, you can outdo him here. What about you?
Would probably be my second one as well. There was, I want to say, there was some sponsorship stuff that stuck in some extra money. So it was actually like 1092 or something.
right.
I think Bins was in on that or something happened. But that was a pretty cool deal where it was a little bit extra, but I think that, that would be it for me too. The first or the second, they were both really cool. Like I said, I've grown to love this track, and it's just it's fun to come either way, but that would be it.
See, I would think the first one would be just awesome, but then you're always second-guessing yourself. Now, that's just me, but I would think when you win a second one, then you really, really know, that you should be in victory lane. Lance Schill, your biggest win.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, we've had quite a few with the Bs, with the B mod and the A mod, but to think that we were just gonna ride around with the late model and stuff, I don't know. I would have to say our first late model win here just a month and a half ago is one of our biggest wins, and we're content that we belonged and
and
ready to do.
When you jumped into the late model, you weren't going to be content with just riding along with these guys.
Well, that was my thought right away, right?
At first, I would imagine, yeah.
You know who you're running against every night, the 12S and the T1, and you want to make sure you're not in the way, right?
Mm-hmm. That's just awesome. I'm so looking forward to this. One thing I do want to ask you, and I seem to miss out on this every year, but I don't get up at 3 o'clock in the morning anymore to go to work. You tell me where the after race parties are in the pits this year.
Oh boy, you know what? That's
going to be tough with Miller.
That's going to be a tough one.
Okay, not the parties, but where can we go afterwards? Somewhere else.
Probably home. I mean, the Canadians aren't here. They, we miss them dearly. Let's shout out to every.
That's going to suck there.
That's part of the attraction.
Absolutely, it is. I mean, think about the guys that normally would be here that aren't.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a long list.
Well, I'm not even worried about those guys. I was worried about the campers with all the food.
Yeah. That's
Dave Miller with the
no,
cooking.
You know what? We miss Shane. We miss Mike. We miss Jesse, Ryan.
Smith boys.
Mr. Mooney.
Holden Mooney.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get 40 cars, think about 10 that can't even get here. I mean, that's a testament in itself. But it's grown into more of a must come to event. It's almost sometimes racing is almost secondary. I mean, people look forward to
absolutely
that food deal out back now.
Yep.
With what we got going on in the county this year, it's going to be different. It's going to be quieter. The bars close at 11. I mean, it's going to be a different event, but it's not going to take away from any of the racing.
Right. So some of the guys camping in the pits are going to be going to bed early this year. I'm guessing.
I don't think
or they'll just be indoors.
They'll just be within the confines of the pits.
There you go. When you get back to that, of course, seating is a little bit limited now. And I just want to hit this one time, and I don't want to keep beating the dead horse, but I'm going to because it's my show. Bison football game, they're letting 10,000 people indoors.
That means a $30,000 tailgate party.
Yeah, exactly. And here, anyway.
Did I say dollar? I meant people. 30,000 people tailgate party.
For sure. For sure. And again, you know what? I have county commissioners' phone numbers if you guys want to know them. So anything else we want to touch on here? And I'll give them out. I mean, it's public information. So we got the prelude to the Johnny tonight. Tomorrow night, John Seitz Memorial, day number 1. We got the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing Challenge with the NOSA Sprint Cars, NLRA late models, of course, the A mods, Midwest mods, street stocks. And then Saturday, the John Seitz Memorial, the big one, the 92-lap feature, $9,200 to win with the A-Mods, Midwest Mods, the Streets, Forks Karting Association, noon, Saturday and Sunday. Check it out. We got a full 4 days, really, or 3 days of racing. What a great time to be a race fan in Grand Forks.
Yeah, you know what? The bittersweet deal about it, John, is it's a great weekend, but it's coming to an end.
I know that sucks, doesn't it? Hate this time of the year. I mean, I love the sights, but I hate it when it's time to wrap up the season.
Yep.
Again, Tony Obregon, thanks for chiming in here. Got yourself a pair of tickets for tonight, or you can use them for next Friday. And thanks to, okay, I'm just going to let you know here some of the people that are watching. John Biergard, Keith Cummings, Amanda, Joe, Adam, Amanda, Tony, Sarah, Keith, Jeremy Ekman, Travis Strandell, Holwager, Mike Speaker. Ricky Weiss is watching, says, hi, Bradley.
Rick, you should be here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amanda, Joe Enright, great show today before the prelude to the Johnny tonight. Best of luck to Brad, AJ, and Lance. Danielle, Walter, Bennett Bolduck, watching from Texas. How about that? Remember that name, the old sprint car driver?
Sprint car.
Paul Bottowa, Jenny, John. Oh, so again, our Thursday shows. Boy, we kick butt on these Dirty Thursdays. You guys, I'm looking forward to see if we're going to have a 3-time winner. I'm looking forward to see if we can get a rookie winner. And AJ, next year, I'm hoping you come back on the show again.
This is fun.
Yeah, and thank goodness for the cold bush lattes. You guys, all thank you for coming on today. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we appreciate you, John.
Thanks for what you do.
Thanks for everything you do for racing.
It's going to be awesome. And special thanks going out to Burgraff Ace Hardware and Paint. I tell you what, you talk about a helpful place. So right here at South Washington Street, the corner of the Grand Cities Mall, your local Ace Hardware store has everything you need. I mean, from Craftsman tools, their grill selection, incredible. They got Weber Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Traeger, Yeti coolers, Steel Power Tools, Benjamin Moore paints. Find out more, go to acehardware.com. You can call them 701-738-0455. Burgraff's Ace Hardware, we are in there all the time. Get almost everything there. They have it all. Tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you too, all right? Hey, we want you to become a premium Podbean subscriber. Just go to your Play Store, you download Podbean, search GFBS, hit follow, and buy premium. You're all set for a chance for you to win some great prizes. Tomorrow, we have got music on GFBS, and I am looking forward to it. The Heat Seeker is going to be here in the studio. And make sure you like us, make sure you tag us, and make sure you share us too. We're Grand Forks Best Source, giving Grand Forks an identity again, and we'll see you all at the River Cities Speedway tonight.